I posted 26 videos in November and grew my follower count across the 3 distribution channels by about 460%. That starts to sound impressive until you realize that I went from just over 1,000 to about 6,000 right now. I am not bragging. I have nothing to brag about. I certainly don't know how it happened, and I don't have any advice to give. But I'm a numbers nerd who's been analytics pilled thanks to my time in corporate America, and so I always enjoy the breakdowns that people provide on how their own process goes, and I thought I'd at least throw mine into the pile. I track followers across the 3 major text platforms, X, Threads, and Blue Sky, as well as the 3 major video platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. I also track Substack, which is the platform that I actually am most interested in bringing people to, and it's why I started making videos in the first place. 91% of my follower growth in November came from Instagram, which had been lagging behind TikTok the entire time that I've been making these silly little videos, and suddenly kind of exploded thanks to a few hits. I'm still half convinced that a friend of mine is buying me followers there as a prank, but I look at people as they come in and they generally seem real and also very nice when they interact with me. So for the moment, I'm going to assume that the majority of it is a real thing that is happening. Again, I have legitimately zero idea why my content is breaking through better there than anywhere else. I started tracking views this month as well, which was new for me, and those came in across channels at around 670,000. Obviously the vast majority of those are just the half second it takes for someone to flick their finger up whenever they want to skip the video when my ugly mug comes across their screen. But what I thought was really interesting was how just 3 videos on Instagram Reels accounted for 83% of those total views. In terms of how the algorithms work, it seems like winner takes most. And none of the numbers I've had, followers or views, would be possible if roughly 4% of the content I made overall didn't somehow break through the noise. This was all really cool to watch happen, and I'm really grateful to everybody who followed or liked or commented, and I hope I've shown that by being as responsive as I can in the comments or responding to your DMs, or just generally being accessible and meeting people where they are with the comments or questions they have. I'd be lying if I didn't say that the stat that excites me the most was growing my Substack from 83 to 153. I am not a good writer, but it is so much fun to practice at it and try to get better and to bring some of you along for the ride. There's really no content plan for December or any of the months ahead other than continue to share things that I find interesting in as positive a way as I can on these platforms. Because 1, I like to have good conversations with people as I do, and 2, it's practice as I try to figure out how to craft ideas into useful, actionable, positive things in the world. So again, if you followed along this month, I really appreciate you. I don't know that I'm going to do one of these every single month, but it was just kind of interesting to me to look at these numbers for the first month where actually some things happened.